This video is sponsored by True Gold Republic, the precious metals experts. Talk to one of their experts today about diversifying your portfolio to help assure your future financial security. Find their contact information in the description below and pinned in our first comment. James Kaufman World News Report today, June 16, 2024. Happy Father's Day. Ladies and gentlemen, we've just had a large earthquake off the coast of Peru. Now, it's being called a 6.0, but when it first came out or popped off, it was a 6.4 via the USGS. So it's been downgraded quite a bit. It came in as a 7 on the DYFI, a 6 on the shake map, and they think it was at about 19.9 kilometers. And this was 23 kilometers southwest of Antigua, Peru, on a major plate boundary here off the coast of Peru. Now, this does not show an associated tsunami warning, but we have a buoy in that area in huge event mode. So we're going to take a look at that. All right, taking a look at the quake itself, we see that we have two volcanoes right in that area, one in full eruption, one in minor eruption. Again, this was off the coast, right on the plate tectonic boundary here in Peru. So, a tsunami would be something that should be in play here. And again, we do have a buoy in a huge tsunami event mode. So we're going to have to take a look at that. We'll get some additional information, but right off, the USGS is the main source. And they originally came in at a 6.4. They've downgraded it to a 6.0. The French, on the other hand, came in at a 5.5. Typical for all of their estimates, right? Always way below the par. So we've had a very strong magnitude 6.0 earthquake, 23 kilometers southwest of Antigua, Peru, and that was about 2 hours ago. And what we see here is the USGS as our main source here, 19.9 kilometers in depth, the 6.0 confirmed, and it only released 0.9 atomic bombs, almost 1 atomic bomb worth of energy. Comparing the different agencies' information here, USGS, 20 kilometers, a 6.0. The Europeans, a 6.0, 20 kilometers. The Colombians, a 5.9 at 10 kilometers. That's a default depth. The French came in at a 5.5, as always, default depth. Germans came in at 6.0, default depth. And the Italians came in at 6.1 with a depth of 62 kilometers. Were they looking at the same earthquake? A 5.9 coming out of Australia here, 23 kilometers in depth, and a 6.0 from the International Research Institute on Seismology at the default depth of 10 kilometers. Now, this makes little sense, but it is on the same plate tectonic boundary that quake occurred. We have a buoy in event mode, buoy 34420. And ladies and gentlemen, of course this data has to be wrong, but it says that the water depth column dropped from 4,000 feet to 0 and then went back up. We're going to get some detailed information and see what really occurred, or what really is occurring. All right, the water column height looks the same, started right above 4,000 feet and went to 0. But that's really not what happened. The event here is in red, and it did move considerably. It went from about 4,140 meters to right around 3,960 meters. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about a 180-foot drop in the water depth of this particular tsunami in this area. I'm thinking that this has to be bad data, but all of this confirms it. The question is why are the other tsunami buoys not also in event mode? All right, let's hope something corrupted the data of that buoy at the same time this big quake hit. Again, it came in at 6.4 from the USGS, and by the time I was able to put it up, they had downgraded it considerably to a 6.0. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, please share our video, please subscribe, and always remember, anything's possible in the bizarro world. God bless.